Hi guys, it's Private First Class Dylan Pagano, United States Army, Pennsylvania Army, National Guard. 20th ID, baby. Anyways, back to the videos of, now we're in white phase. Not a whole lot goes on in red phase. You do a lot of push-ups, a lot of paperwork. Key point in red phase, don't use a red pen. Actually, don't even use any color pen but black. It just makes for easy when you're filling out the paperwork. we got we got dropped for a while because the kid had used a red pen. He was a big screw up in the beginning, but this kid did a 360. I mean, he was a great guy after he learned the ropes. Which you'll find that a lot of people don't know what they're doing at first, and they will learn, but they're slow learners. Don't be that guy that the drill sergeants point out when you're getting corrective action, is what they like to call it. Like push-ups, make sure you're doing them right. I'm not just gonna say I stayed up every single time, the whole time, because it is hard. Sometimes they will hold you in the push-up position for 5 minutes, and it sucks. Your shoulders are burning. If you do take a break, take a little break. You're gonna hurt yourself longer if you don't do the push-ups. Also, when I first got there, I hated running. I ran like a 16-minute 2 mile. I'm fast, but not a long distance. I got that down to about just just over 13 minutes, which is almost a perfect score in that. And I mean, I maxed out my push-ups, but I could do that before I left. And sit-ups, I got close to maxing out the last time. I got like a 285 out of 300, so you know. But you'll learn to run and push yourself to run. When you're doing your 30-60s or 60-120s, which you sprint for 30, walk for 60. Or you sprint for 60 and walk for 120. And it's really not that bad. You'll get used to them, and I loved them. I wish I could do them now, but it's winter here, and I'll burn up my lungs. Anyways, white phase. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. White phase is more of the weapons phase. It's the phase that everyone wants to get to. When we got transferred to white phase, none of us were expecting it. We knew we were about the time. Um, we had just started BRM. We had just shot the M4 for the first few times. It's not hard. Just listen to what they're telling you. And if you've shot a gun before, you should know how to shoot. Listen to what they're saying. But when I went and shot the way they did, I found I did worse. So I went back to how I shot when I was home, and I shot better. You just gotta figure out what works for you, and just do it. It's not hard. Don't get worried about qualifying when you get to that point in white phase, because there's basic training set up so you don't fail. I had a kid in my company. His cousin was actually the colonel of our brigade. This kid, I like him a lot, good friend, and buddy, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Sorry that I'm going to reference you. I can't use your name, but you know who you are. This kid took 1,000 rounds to qualify, and real good guy, liked him a lot, but could not shoot. I don't know if it was the nerves or what, just couldn't shoot there. Kid also wrecked a tank later in the cycle. Not a good thing. And tanks are hard to wreck, so for you to do that, it's not good. Anyways, white phase, you cover like things like, I'm pretty sure you do the machine guns then. And that might be the beginning of blue, because right there it starts to, everything. I mean, it was so long ago, it was 6 months ago, and everything day by day, it's so similar every day that it just runs together. You'll learn how to clean, you'll learn how to buff. Don't ever leave your wall locker unsecure. I said that, but that's a big one. Don't leave it unsecured, and do not leave your weapon unsecured. Always have it with you, or have a battle buddy. But white phase, you shoot the 240, which is fun, and I think we got like 26 rounds. It's weird because it's like, why give us 26? That's kind of cool. You're shooting like targets of 300 meters, and you might hit one or two, but you're not gonna hit them very often. It's because it's for familiarization. You do shoot with red dot sight on. You shoot with lasers. You shoot at night, which is cool. And when you're shooting at night with your nods or your NVGs, whatever you want to call them, you'll hit your target, and you'll see it hit like a rock or something behind it, and it will pew, and it looks like fireworks. And ours was right around the end of July, so it was like a late 4th of July for us. It's cool. You see tracers going all. It's cool. 249 is sweet. Also, you shoot the AT4, but you use a 9mm round. Pay attention in those. They're not hard to use, but just pay attention. M203 grenade launcher, they're fun. But my personal favorite still the 249. I love that. It's small. It's a 5.56, gas operated, belt fed. Same round as your M4 or M16, but the 240's pretty sweet too, but it's heavier, and I don't really want to carry it, so I'd rather carry the saw. White phase, you do another rush march. Gas chamber, that's in red phase. We'll go back to that quick. It's really not that bad. Got in there, and for me, I had done a lot of research about it, and I kind of was like, yeah, I want to see how bad this is. So as soon as they told me to take off my mask, I didn't hesitate. Took it right off, breathed in, and it sucks first. It takes your breath away. You're like dying. I tried to put my mask back on, and drill sergeant came over and kind of started yelling at me a little bit. So I took it off and started gagging and hawking, and you're about ready to vomit. But put it on, put it back on, sealed it, did that. Watched the first group go out in front of us, and then came brought us around. Then they took ours off. You will have to go through. For us, they made us go through again if our pro mask pouch was not secure, if our helmet was not strapped on. I mean, and it does. It feels like burning on your neck. You feel like tuna fish. It sucks. But, I mean, it's kind of weird. Not that bad. And it clears up pretty easily. Like, by the time you walk 100 yards and a few times around a little lap that they made us do, you're fine. I mean, you still feel it on your skin, but your lungs, your eyes, you're fine. It's not that bad, but enjoy it while you can do it. Most people say I would never do it again. I would volunteer to do it again in a heartbeat, just because it's really not that bad. Noise over there, sorry. Anyways, one phase is more of your fun phase, and it is fun. You know, you're starting to get more along with the guys, and you're knowing more people. You're at the range almost every day, and range, do not screw off. They do have, for us, they had bleachers, and they have like a little overhead, and you sit there, and if you qualify, it's boring because you'll sit there all day. I got so bored because I was the first time go. I didn't shoot as well as I should have. Shot marksman, guilty, but I got so bored that I was recording where the targets would pop up and how far, and it was always right because it's the same thing for us. It was a pattern every time, no matter the person. I'd be like, yep, 25 meters right, 50 meters right, 75 meters left, 100 meters straight on, 300 meters to the right, and every single one was right, and every single lane will do the same thing at the same time. So it's fair for everyone. You're taking the same test. It's not that bad. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over it. But I mean, I know you're going to. It's natural. But stay tuned for video 3 Blueface coming up shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.